Pay attention because what I'm about to tell you is literally everything I've learned about money over the past couple of years of my life. If you think money doesn't matter, it's fine, you can skip this video. Let's see how far you get in life. Good luck. But for those of you who do care about money and who do like to know more, make more, and give more back to the world, listen up, because what I'm about to tell you may change your life and understanding of money forever. The things I'm about to share with you can save you a lot of confusion and misunderstanding, mistakes that you could make, you know. You need to understand what money is, the fundamentals of money. Another thing I'd like to say before I begin is I know money isn't everything in life. Every time I bring up the subject of money, someone has to say, or someone is thinking, hey, but money isn't everything, Sanan. It's not always good to be thinking about money, 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 money. And you know what? That's the problem. Not enough people talk about money. It's frowned upon. Think about it. How often do you talk about money throughout your whole life? You barely talk about it with your parents. Your parents just tell you their 2 cents on money, whatever their conception was. So you get a mix of your father's and your mother's. That's it. You might hear your parents fighting over money or talking about money. Your teacher, that's not someone you want to learn money, financial education from, right? Because they wouldn't be a teacher if they had any idea what money really is. They might teach you how to check your balance sheet in school or something, but besides that, nobody likes to talk about money. You don't talk about it with your friends. How uncomfortable is it by asking your friends, what's your salary? How much money are you making? Nobody talks about money. That's the problem. Everyone grows up not learning a thing about money, and they all have their own money story. So every single person, through their scope, through their eyes, sees money in a different way. And that's where things get really messed up. My mentor says, Sanan, everybody has a money story. They all have an idea of what money is. You have a bunch of people going to school, right? Schools that prepare you for a job. Schools that do not teach you about money. Isn't that strange? We use money in our everyday lives, rich or poor, child, teenager, or adult. Yet nobody likes to talk about it. Yet nobody likes to do anything about it. Yet nobody likes to teach or share their knowledge about it. Our entire system is based around the circulation of money. So if it's so important, if we use money in our everyday lives, why didn't they teach it at school? Well, as we go through this video, you're going to have a very good understanding of why you don't know anything about money at this age. So by the end of this video, you're going to be having a very good understanding on what money is, the history of money, how to make more, how to know more, how to give more. You're going to know where it all started, you know, where the rules of the game changed. Most people are still playing the old rules. What your parents told you are just what their parents told them and what their parents told them. And you know, it goes back and everybody are playing by the old rules. Everyone's playing with the medieval rules of money. But the rules have changed. Those rules don't count in this world anymore. Now let's start. To better prepare you for your financial future, you must first go back to the past. So let's go ahead and get started on the history of money, where it all began. Okay, not the origin of money, but where the rules changed. This will help you better prepare for your financial future. To know about how to prepare yourself for the financial future, you have to go back in time in history. Let's begin. Almost everybody sees money in a different way because nobody likes to talk about it. Okay? How comfortable is it asking your friend for how much money you're making? What's your salary? Or someone you just met? It's kind of something you hide. The rich are getting richer because they play by a different set of rules. The old rules are work hard, save money, buy a house, get out of debt, invest in long-term diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. These are the rules that keep people struggling financially. Millions of people every year are going into financial debt. They're going into poverty, and they cannot even have living expenses for their retirement because of this old rule. Like Robert Kiyosaki says, if you think your government is going to change, if you're just sitting there waiting for your government to change, likely they're not going to change. It's easier for you to change. If the government is not going to change anytime soon, it's easier for us to change. And I think that's true. In my opinion, I think it's easier to change myself than change the government. And he's right. This is what I realized. You and I must change because our leaders aren't going to go, or our system's not going to go anytime soon. So as I said, to better understand money and the future, we must go back to the past. So I'm going to take you to a couple important dates now. All right. We are in 1903 right now, where John Rockefeller created the Education Board. He created this to create a steady supply of people who will always need jobs, who will always be financially in debt, and who will always need to work in their life. Some sources say that he was influenced by the Prussian system of education. As long as there are people that will keep, it's like a hamster wheel, keep the wheel going, the system will never die. Anyways, it doesn't matter what Rockefeller created the education system for. Results show that even people that have a good education and a good job, they're still feeling financially insecure. In 1913, the Federal Reserve was created. Even though the founding fathers of United States did not agree or kind of against a national bank controlling the money supply, it was still created. The Federal Reserve is not federal, and it is not a bank, it is not a government, it's private, and it has no reserves. In God we trust, right? So once the Federal Reserve was in place, there were two sets of rules. The people who need to work for money, and the other set of rules were for the rich who printed money. 2 decades later, unemployment is on the rise. 1929 exactly, the stock market crashes. And in 1933, here's where it gets interesting. 1933, Franklin Roosevelt becomes the president and promises to change unemployment. I think unemployment was at 25% right there. And he promised to end the Great Depression. One of his first acts were that people were withdrawing the gold from the bank, and the Federal Reserve announced this as a national emergency. He ordered all the banks to close in March 6 to 9 to prevent exporting, withdrawing, hoarding, and the branding of gold, bullion, coins, and bars. Can you believe that? Did we really come from a world that did that? Apparently, this wasn't enough to stop the gold from running out. So on April 5, still 1933, only 1 month later, I quote, Roosevelt used the powers granted to the president by the Trading with the Enemy Act of 1917 to make gold ownership illegal. He issued Executive Order 6102, which made gold ownership both in coins and in bars illegal for all Americans and punishable by up to 10 years in prison. Anyone caught with gold would also have to pay a fine twice the amount of gold that was not turned over to the Federal Reserve in exchange for paper money. Isn't that the biggest cash heist in history? They literally took all the gold, gave them $20.67. All Americans were required to turn in their gold on or before May 1st, 1933 to Federal Reserve in return for $20.67 of paper money per troy ounce. Americans who did not turn in their gold were subject to arrest on criminal charges and faced up to 10 years in federal prison. An exception was made for dentists who could own up to 100 ounces. Proclamation 6102 also prohibited the use of gold in contracts. This was upheld by the Supreme Court on March 1935 in what were called the Gold Clause cases. Wow. So, they literally took all the gold that the people have saved, gave them $20.67 of paper money, money that they print, money that they can print on demand. Dentists can have 100 ounces, huh? No wonder why our grandfathers and grandmothers have passed down the message of be a dentist. You should be a dentist. That's where it came from, huh? If you think 1933 was bad or shocking to you, wait until you see what President Nixon did. In 1971, President Nixon took the dollar out of the gold standard, which means your dollars
are not backed by gold anymore. Okay, in 1971, the rules of money changed. Not just for the United States, for the whole world. This change was one of the catalysts that led to the 2007 market crash, the global recession. He did that without the approval of Congress. Broke ties, the complete relationship with dollar and gold. So after doing some heavy research, apparently he did it because foreign countries were being paid in US dollars when they're doing trade, and they were becoming suspicious that the US is printing money and they're having a lot of national debt. So immediately all of them started taking gold instead of the dollar, and it was depleting the US gold reserves. They were running out of gold. The people had lost faith to the dollar, the foreign countries. The gold vault was being emptied because it was importing products more than it was exporting. And it wasn't just that factor. Another factor was the costly Vietnam War. They were also importing more and more oil. Generally, the United States at that time was importing more than exporting. That was the second cash heist, the biggest cash heist. 1933 and 1971. Remember these two dates. These were the biggest cash heists in history. In 1974, retirement plans and 401k got established. The rich and powerful once again got control of the employees' money by packaging some stock market and mutual funds and selling it to them. Their hard savings also gone. These important dates help you understand what you're holding. All right? In God we trust. Look, this is fake. This is all fake. These are all, it's fake. It's fake money. Don't hold on so tight to it. The governments are printing money every single day. This alone is useless. This, if used correctly, can give you 2. And then 4, and then 8, and then 16, and then 32, and then 64, and then 108, and on and on and on. If you know how to double your money. But you gotta understand what money is. Because today, money is no longer money. Money is knowledge, not currency. What does currency mean? Current. Money is supposed to flow. People who hoard money, they lose it from inflation. Money is supposed to flow. You're supposed to spend your money. That is one of the new rules of the game. Seriously, the whole world owes money to each other. Every single country owes money to each other. The United States is in trillion-dollar debt. The next crash is going to be a quadrillion-dollar crash, according to Robert Kiyosaki's latest book, Fake. If you want to financially change your life, you're gonna have to first change your mindset. Financial rules of money need to change. If you're not getting the results you want, maybe it's time you change the input. And changing the input changes the output. We use money every day, whether we like it or not. Young, old, adult, retired, working. We all use money. Educated, uneducated, rich, poor. Yet they don't teach you this in school. They don't teach you money. This is why I thought it was important for me to come on and share, finally, some knowledge that I have about money. Some knowledge I've learned from my mentors, some knowledge that I've learned from my books, and all the sources are down in the video description below. So make sure you check that out. Like it or not, money has a tremendous impact on the world. And the fact that they don't teach this at school, it's kind of cruel. So the old rule was save money. Sure, gold was money. That was the rule, and the rule was correct. Very good rule. Save your gold, save your money. But gold is no longer money, and the government is allowed to print money faster than it could be saved. And if your financial planner is raving about the power of compounding interest, man, he forgot to tell you the power of compounding deflation. So inflation and deflation are caused by the government and banks' attempt to control the economy by printing money and by lending money out of thin air. As of 1971, without anything backing the money other than the full faith and credit of the United States of America. Oh yes, in God we trust, don't we? The new rule is spend, don't save. Obviously, you're gonna have to know what to spend it on. Good labor, how to invest it the right way, how to make your money more valuable and worthwhile. Well, with this, you can change a lot of things. If you don't spend it on the latest shoes, if you don't spend it on the latest iPhone, or if you don't spend it on entertainment and pleasurable delights, instant gratification. If you spend it the right way, if you invest it the right way, you can make this into two. Another old rule was diversify, It's not good to keep all your eggs in one basket. You ever heard that before? That also died. The new rule is control and focus your money. One place, one direction, full focus, full energy, grow it, and that's it. Don't try to put something here, put something here, put something here, and expect them all to grow at the same time. In fact, it never works. Even if one works, the other one requires attention. This one starts to require attention. This one you lost money because you didn't pay any attention, and this one because you went to these ones, and this one had the potential to grow, also gone. To understand money, you gotta become a student of the game. Making money is a game, okay? There's rules to the game. You can't play them without knowing the rules. Nobody likes to share the rules. That's the problem. Nobody teaches the rules. So here's my rule number 1 for understanding money. So I've written down a couple of laws which I find are incredibly important to understand when it comes to money. Number 1, money follows value. Money is simply a byproduct of value creation. Have you ever heard of the saying, don't chase money because money chases needs? Become someone needs. Become valuable. Offer a product or service to someone that can change a person's life, that can make a person's life better in any way. All right, because then when you become someone valuable, the money starts to come to you, because money chases value. And this is something a lot of people don't understand. They always try to jump to, they heard their friend making money in that business and they jump there, they quit. They heard there's some money in that business, they jump there, they quit. They start something and then they quit because they heard this one is good. And the thing is, they're chasing and chasing and chasing for the wrong reason. And even if they hit the lottery, eventually everyone has a number if they're doing it for the wrong thing. And even if he did become successful from chasing money, he will probably quit after he has earned a substantial amount, because he wasn't doing it for passion. He wasn't doing it out of love. He was just doing it for the money. And when he has enough money, he's going to stop. That business is going to go, or that source of money is going to deplete. There you are already not working because you've had enough, but you're also clueless. You don't know what your passion is. I hope you do by then, but if you chase money, eventually when you get enough of it, you're going to stop. And when you stop, when you're not working, you're dying. Ask yourself, what is it that I could offer to people that would make me more valuable and that would make their life better? Product or service? That's what you gotta do. What is it? What's something you would do for free for the rest of your life? If money didn't exist, what can you do for the rest of your life? Answer that. And that's exactly where the money lies. Because that's something you will do for the rest of your life for free. By the way, if you're starting out a product or service, you have to give it out for free first. I have some people DM me on Instagram and they want to be my graphic designer, and they tell me, hey, well, how am I going to get money if everyone keeps asking me for where are the reviews or where is my work? I said, well, that's because you have to do your work for free. Offer some free value to people. Let them know how valuable you are by offering it for free. And afterwards, maybe they can recommend a friend, and that friend could give you the money. You can't get money from the start when nobody knows your value or how valuable you are. So that's that. If you want to be rich, then provide value. I remember I used to think all the different ways to make money. I'd jump from idea to idea, but I was missing the point. It's not about what makes the most money. If you go down that road, you will quit very easily when the going gets tough. It's about what you're doing. It's about what you love and really love doing, and something you do for free without money anyway. Number 2, the second thing I want you to understand is that there is an abundance of money. If you're going to think that you don't have money, there is not enough money around, not in the country, you are going to be coming from a place of scarcity. You're going to be coming in from a place of need. You're not going to be able to focus and think clearly. You are going to chase money. But that's not the reality. Let me tell you the reality. The reality is that you saw from the history, money is being printed every single day in every single country, and money is coming in and out of your own pocket every single day. And it could easily come into your pocket as fast as it went out of your pocket. If you understand these principles, these laws, these rules of money, you feel like you're living in a world with endless possibilities. So you're not in a world of scarcity. Okay, that's just how you've perceived it all this time. So what we've got to do is we've got to change your lens and your feelings about money. Number 3, money has secrets. Money is not often talked about and therefore not taught. Yet everybody has a money story, something they kept hearing when they were younger, maybe from parents or maybe from overhearing them, maybe they were fighting. Since nobody likes to talk about it, there is a lot of misinformation going around. Next, money is beautiful. Money is not the root of all evil. I bet you've heard that before. Look, if you're going to be thinking that money is evil, you're never going to make money. Money is beautiful. Every time you receive money, say thank you. Every time you give money, say thank you. You should always thank money, because money can do beautiful things out there in the world. You can change people's lives with money. You can help. You can make a big impact on the world with money. Don't say money is the root of all evil, because you're not going to make any if you're going to be coming out from that frame of mind. Number 4, money is always going to be circulating. So money can be made when the market is up. Money can be made when the market is down. Find solutions to problems. Do something different. That's where the money is. Most of all, do something you would do for free, because one day you're going to make so much money that money is not going to matter anymore once you're financially free. Appreciate your money when it's coming in. This helps you understand the flow of money. Thank it when you receive it. Thank it when you give it. When you understand that there's a constant flow and circulation of money, you're going to be less prone to keep it and hoard it and be afraid to lose it and spend it and make a mistake. If you get into the habit of thanking your money, money will come into your life in mysterious ways. Don't hog your money. Don't hoard your money. It's useless on its own. It's useless if you just hoard it. Making money is not fast. Making money is not easy. Making money can be very boring, but if you have a process, then it's easy. Money is not about status or buying materialistic things or luxurious things. It's about having the freedom to do whatever you want on your own terms, whenever you want, however you want. Money doesn't make you happy. That's true. But the lack of money can make you unhappy. As Robert Kiyosaki says, poor people spend money on things they don't need. Rich people invest money to make more. Hey guys, so we're at the end of the video. I hope you guys found this video valuable. I hope you could take something with you. I know the history was a bit, too much history, but I think it's necessary for you to know your history so you can better prepare for your financial future. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section below, or if you have anything you'd like to discuss, again, comment section below. If you want to say something more personal or something long, DM me or email me. DM as in Instagram. Email, you can go on my website, sanan-sanani.com. Enjoy your evening. Bye-bye. Ciao.